Shalom, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai. Let's give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops, great millstone that taught us his word. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect across the planet Earth. I just got this article from the Hardy Soul. This is the name of the publication. It's dated July 5th, 2025. Basically, it's talking about cities at risk of nuclear attack across America, and it lists, hot targets or prime targets that places like Russia or China or North Korea will target in nuclear war. But that's not true. All of America, is going to be wiped out, not just the major cities. But it says Washington D.C. identified it as prime nuclear target. Newly released documents predict that an attack on Washington D.C. would deploy a 1 megaton thermonuclear device against the capital. Such a weapon would generate thermal radiation 5 times hotter than the sun's core. So that's just one bomb, 5 times hotter than the sun's core radiation. And that's just one. Scriptures talk about 200 million missiles are going to touch down. So that's going to be, a bad day. Man, the indignation of the Lord, man. The Pentagon housing 27,000 workers in critical defense secrets. But skipping down, says the major metropolitan areas face the highest threat level due to their strategic importance and population densities. New York, Chicago, Houston, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Washington, D.C. top the list. Dallas, Fort Worth, Miami, and Philadelphia also appear as potential targets due to their economic significance. So it broke down basically just the major cities, the heavily populated cities. But the scriptures talk about, all of America, is falling. This whole country is going to become a desert, So it's not just going to be New York, L.A., Chicago, Atlanta, major cities. It's going to be all 3,000 miles of Babylon, man, the Great. It's going to be wiped out. This is Revelation 11:11. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them. And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. And after 3 days and a half, it's about 350 years, roughly from the first slave ship, 1619 touchdown in America, up until about 1970, 1969, 1970, when the word was first being pushed by Abba Bivens. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and the enemies beheld them. And that's salvation. That's the only way you're going to be, saved from this nuclear attack. Is to be beamed up in those ships. In the same hour, there was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were frightened and gave glory to the power of heaven. Yeah, that same hour was a great earthquake. Yeah, that nuclear destruction, man. Scriptures talk about the earth's going to rock to and fro like a drunkard. All the missiles touching down and exploding. The 10th part of the city fell, yeah. America's built up or divided into 10 different zip codes, area codes, from New York to Los Angeles. Or you could break it down as 10 different FEMA regions. So there's 10 different ones. So it says the 10th part of the city fell. I mean, the whole land is going to be devoured in the missiles, man. Yeah, from Maine all the way to LA, man. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. That's going to be, that's a prophecy, man. The woe represents destruction. So the 2 destructions have passed, meaning 2 wars, destruction or war. So The second woe is past, the second world war. Behold, the third world war cometh quickly, World War III. And we see that it's coming quickly right when we see it. And this year, you know, came real close. Uh, but other prophecies have to take place before that. Those missiles touch down, man. So, but yeah, we're the third world war. The third woe is coming very quickly, man. Everything is in place for that destruction. This is Zephaniah 1:18. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord Shai's wrath. Yeah, man, you ain't gonna be able to buy your way out of it, man. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. That the whole land, not just the major cities. That whole land is going to be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. It's that nuclear destruction, man. Yeah, the 10th part of the sea fell back in Revelation 11:13, and in the earthquake were slain 7,000 men. So all the men and women, children, everyone that's standing on the soils of America, man, will perish in that destruction, man. 7,000 completion. That the remnant were frightened and gave glory to the power of heaven. You know, even the remnant's going to be afraid. The elect are going to be afraid. And ships looking down, man. But they're still going to give glory to Yahushua. But back in Zephaniah 1:18, neither the silver nor the gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Yeah, that's 7,000 men. That's gonna be a speedy riddance, man. To all those that dwell, that's 7,000 men that are on the soils of America, man. Lord's gonna make a speedy riddance. It's gonna only take 1 hour for this place to be destroyed. It took 200, 300 years, to build this place up. It's only gonna take the Lord 1 hour, to destroy it. So it's gonna be like a heavy, heavy destruction, man. Yeah, read up to verse 15. It says that the day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Yeah, man. After that destruction, man, it's, Scripture say, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, man. For what end is it to you? Yeah, the elect desires it, the hopeful elect, because they want to be delivered. That's their hope. This is Isaiah 13:19. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So how did the Most High destroy Sodom and Gomorrah? Through a fire from heaven, man. That fire and brimstone that poured out from the sky. He's going to do the same thing to Babylon the Great, man. So, it says, and Babylon. So that's not talking about ancient Babylon. Because ancient Babylon wasn't destroyed by fire, It's talking about Babylon the Great, which is also known as America. Or Babylon the Great in the scriptures is America. And that's how the Most High is going to throw this place down, just like he threw down Sodom and Gomorrah the same way. Fire from heaven, man, that nuclear destruction. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. So it says it shall never be inhabited, it shall never be dwelt in from generation. So when this place goes down, it's never going to be built back up again. It's going to be a huge desert. So it could be just one city here, one city there, one city there gets destroyed, and everybody kind of repopulates, to the Midwest or wherever. No, it's going to be completely wiped off the map. It shall never be inhabited from generation to generation. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there. and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. An owl shall dwell there, and satire shall dance there. Yeah, so you're gonna have desert creatures though. They're gonna be there, man. There's gonna be one giant desert. You have those desert creatures, and you have different spirits that are gonna be there. And the wild beasts of the land or the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, the dragons in their pleasant palaces. Uh, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. Yeah, there's set time and place, set time and date when the Most High is gonna destroy this place, man. It's not gonna just be one city, the major metropolitan cities. It's gonna be the 100%. The 10th part of the city shall fall, man, from Maine to LA. Yeah, it's Jeremiah 23, uh, 7. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that shall they say no more. They shall no more say, the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, Yahweh Shem Yahushai liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, and from all countries whither I have driven them, and they shall dwell in their land. Yeah, so, this destruction is going to be so great. Egypt is not going to be talked about no more. It's going to be a new high holy day, man. The deliverance and salvation. The way the Lord's going to deliver, the way Yahweh Shai is going to deliver his elect, it's going to be so magnificent. You read, he says, heard a great voice from heaven unto them, saying, come up hither. And they ascended up into heaven in a cloud, a large ship, and their enemies beheld them. So that's gonna be so magnificent. No one's ever gonna talk about Egypt anymore, man. This is gonna outshine Egypt, and that was a magnificent deliverance from Egypt, man. But this is gonna outweigh it. This is gonna, outshine it, so to speak. It's gonna be even greater. Nothing the world's ever seen before. It says, but the Lord liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, the seed of the house of Israel. So salvation isn't for any other nation, man. It's for the elect of Israel, man. The seed out of Israel, out of the north country. Yeah, North America, Babylon the Great. From all the countries whither I have driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. Yeah, so, Israel's going to be destroyed as well, but it's going to be built back up. And the Israelites, the elect, from generation to generation, will be living in Israel, man. And all over the world, all over the universe, man, really. But yeah, I just wanted to do a video on this. They think just certain cities are going to be targeted and destroyed, but no, all of America is going to be destroyed. With that, shalom.